Appreciate it, man. Appreciate y'all being in here, man. Friends are hard to come by. You know what I mean? Friends are really hard to come by. And for me, I've been blessed enough to be given a platform by the Most High where I can reach out to people around the world and have conversations with some of these people in ways that represent friendship, although we may have never met in person. And when I do have an opportunity to meet some of these people in person, some of you guys in person, it's like long lost friends reconnecting after years. And today I want to discuss some of the things that I've learned over the years in my damn near 50 years here that will help you understand that a lot of times the people who are right around you seem just like friends, but they're not. Now there's some obvious ways where at a certain age you shouldn't even have people like this around you. People who make you the butt of their jokes, or people who act differently when other people are around, or you know what I'm saying? They show preferential treatment to other people, or they're always around when people who don't like you are talking about you. Those are basic things. We all know those. So if those are the only ones you got some enemies around you now, and you don't even know they're enemies because you're too busy looking for the obvious things. You're too busy looking for the obvious things. See, what you have to understand is frenemies are those people around you who view you as the sole source of their inspiration, of their valuation, of their validation, of their opportunity to succeed in life. There are people around you who are simply riding your coattail, who act like your best friends. Have you ever seen someone who got stabbed in the back by their best friend? Have you ever seen someone who got betrayed by their best friend, where their best friend was sleeping with their wife, or their best friend set them up to get robbed, or their best friend snitched on them? You're calling this person your best friend. Why? Because the number one thing you have to understand about people who are enemies dressed as friends, they know how to mimic true friends. They just watch what the other friends do. They'll watch what the other friends do. You can't always say yes to your friends. So let's say you have a friend who asks you, hey man, hey, can you run me down here to, at $12? Like, nah, bro, I got to go take my son to the doctor, man. All right, bro, good looking out. Here's the friend of me. Now I got you, dog. I got you. I got you, man. I'll do that for you, man. I got you. That gives them an opportunity to have you off to themselves, where the people around you who might be able to tell that they're not really friends are not around. And so this person who makes themselves available, anyone who's available for you all the time, is either not a true friend or not any friend that you want. Bro, I don't want nobody around me. I don't want a friend who's available to me all the time. Like, what are you doing with your life if you're available to me all the time? Let's not be friends. Let me hire you to be my personal assistant or something. You know what I'm saying? You be my butler. You could be Farnsworth Bensley. People around you all the time who do little things that you don't notice. Little things. I was watching this clip of these girls out together, and one of the girls, they were out eating dinner together, and there's a group of friends now. They always do this. They always go out together. One of the girls only had water and a salad. That's it. She had water and I'm talking about just regular Caesar salad, just a salad. Everyone else eating steak and shrimp and lobster and all of this, and they drink alcoholic beverages and all of this. And at the end of the night, they wanted her to split the bill equally with them. Now, It's easy to look at her and say, well, we always do this, and you're not the friend we thought you were. No, but she's with a group of enemies. Didn't even know it until she did this. What if she had just kept eating big like everybody else? Well, she came in and she ate within her budget, right? And all of those girls at the table that she thought were friends looked at her like, no, you should pay. It was 5 of them. You should pay a fifth of this bill. Bill was exorbitant, man. They ran up a check. They wanted her to split the bill with them when her bill was a fraction, a small peon percentage of what it was. She had spent like $10. They all had bills that ran up $80, $90. So here's this girl spent $10. You mean tell me I spent $10 and we got a bill that's $400 and y'all want me to split it with y'all? No, I spent 10. I'm not paying. Listen, I'm not paying $100 when I only spent $10. But that's what they wanted her to do. And all this time, she thought these were her friends. And even worse than that, they all think they're friends. Friends don't take advantage of other friends. Friends have no problem paying for their own stuff. You got to look at people. You got to see how people react when things don't go their way. When things don't go people's way, they lash out at the people who mean the least to them. I want to say that again. When things don't go someone's way, they lash out at the people who mean the least to them. They rely on the people that mean the most to them for solace and comfort. That's why we got to get out of the habit of letting people's opinions of us shape our outlook on ourselves or shape your outlook on them. Just because somebody gives you accolades for something that you actually accomplished don't mean they're your friend. Strangers give people accolades. You think everyone who's won an award knows the people who created the award or the people who voted for the award? No. Sometimes they do, but not all of the time. You have to remember that many people around you, especially if you're the chosen one, if you're the chosen one, if if you're the chosen one, if you're the chosen one in your circle, there are going to be people who strictly stay close to you because they view you as their way to success, their way to catapult. They're going to use you as a catapult to get to the position they want to be in life. The people who can't accept their position in your life were in your life for a position. You have these situations where people become successful and their friends try to bring them down, or their friends want to replace them. Their friends get jealous because I'm the man and you're not. Well, here's the thing. If you're my friend, you're just coming along because we partners. You got your own life. You ain't looking at me to give you something. You ain't looking at me to put you in a position. You my friend, you coming along. Hey, if you got an idea, okay, I can plug you in with somebody. You got a business idea? Okay, what you got on it? Okay, let's go half on your business idea. If you got a business idea that costs $20,000 and I put 10 up, guess what? Now you got a business idea that's only costing you $10,000 and my name on it, so I'm gonna work it with you. You got to remember, man, people give you warnings of their true intent. People give you warnings of their motives. You just overlook them because you believe all people are a certain way. You believe all people are a certain way. It's simple things. If I call someone, bro, let's say I call somebody right now. If they don't call me back or text me back and tell me something, and they don't call me till tomorrow, I ain't saying they're an enemy, but they damn sure not a friend. See, there's a huge gray area between friend and enemy. Just because someone's not a friend doesn't mean they're an enemy. They just could be just a person, a regular old person in the world that don't matter. And you got to learn how to deal with people like that. True friends value one another. True friends value being there for one another. Because true friends know that I'm gonna be there for you because I know you're gonna be there for me, and we gonna have each other back because we have a certain respect for one another. Has nothing to do with love and emotion and all that. It has something to do with respect. So anyone that I call and don't hear from them till the next day, I ain't tripping. They just go over there in the everybody box. See, look, let me show you something. This is the everybody jug. This is the jug with everybody in it. Uh-oh. This is the everybody jug. Won't get no promo off me. This is the everybody jug. This is the friend jug. See the difference? Everybody jug, friend jug. That's the difference. So I got plenty of room for you over here. I ain't gonna never run out of room from over there. Ever. I got some empty bottles. I got some empty bottles waiting to fill that up. And so that's what we have to remember. You don't have to, bro, you're not going to die if somebody's not your friend. But you may die if you have somebody around you that's not your friend. You treat them like a friend. Because in that gray area, we don't know where they are in that gray area. They could be over close to being enemy. They could be over close to being friend. We don't know. If you're in the gray area, then you're in the stay area. You understand? If you're in the gray, then you need to stay. Don't come this way. And never get so comfortable around people that you stop watching them. Bro, let me tell you something. I still govern my friends now. It don't matter how long we've been friends. I still watch them. Because you never know what's going on in somebody's life that alters their outlook, that alters the way they believe, that alters their stance, that alters their relationship with God. You never know what changes someone in their life. It may have nothing to do with you, but if something in your life changes you into someone else, I need to know that because you're not the same person that I put in the friend spot. You're not the same person. And if you're not that same person, then your position must change. Your position must change. And as a man, trust yourself. Trust yourself to know the difference. Don't give people the benefit of the doubt. Man, I don't do the benefit of doubt. I don't do that. I see what I see and then I go with what I see. I don't be like, well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe not. Nope. I trust me. I trust me to make decisions that best for me. And so I don't slide away from it. I don't slide away from it. Well, no, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they just look like they want to rob me. Maybe they just look like they ain't happy when I win something. Maybe they just look like it. Let me tell you something. One of my partners won a community award. And I didn't even know anything about the award. He hit me up. Said, dog, look, man, I won this award, dog, man. Hey, dog, I want you to be there, man. I want you to be there, man, just to see me win it. You know what I'm saying? He thought about inviting me up on stage and all that, man, and say a couple words for him, but so he just didn't do it. He just didn't do it. He kind of wish he would have, but he just didn't do it. But just that, just saying, man, you know, and outside of family, and you know, like really outside of family, real family, bro, man, I was the only one there. And I just want y'all to understand that, dog. Like, when we talk about this, it's not always about giving something. You know, it's not always about giving something. Listen, here's a man who was winning an award and wanted to share some of the shine with me. I didn't win the award, but he wanted to share some of the shine with me because the way we bounce ideas and the way we bounce spirituality off one another, it helps both of us grow. I didn't ask for that. I didn't even know about it. But that's the type of thing that friendships are built off, man. Now you look around your life. What people do you know in your life that will want to share some shine with you that they don't have to? Instead of taking shine, they want to share shine. How many people do you know? You got to understand, man, that friends never want to take anything from you. Friendship is about giving. But it's the same thing as relationships. Relationships are about giving. Anybody who's in a relationship Whether you're a man or a woman, if you're in a relationship and all you're thinking about is what you can get out of it, then you can't be trusted. Because all you want to do is extract someone's resources. That's all you want to do. This is about what you can feed into someone, what you can feed into the world. You worrying about what people can feed in you, not understanding that what you give into the world, God give it back to you. But he gives it back to you through people. We're so concerned with someone taking advantage of us that we don't even understand what it means to give. Now, I'm not saying be foolish and give. We're not going to be foolish anyway. We follow God. That ain't gonna, just following the word of God ain't going to let you be foolish, because we eliminate many of the people who would be around us by following the word of the Most High and not having these certain people in our presence anyway. But I want y'all to understand something. You cannot accept negativity from someone who you haven't given negativity to. And the only people who want to give you negative energy when all you've given them is positive is the enemies of your success. Now we can get into some of the simple things. Somebody who making you the butt of their jokes. Man, let me tell you something, bro. Well, a person got one time to say something wild about me or make me the butt of their joke, man, in front of other people, bro, I already know we ain't cool. Cause I'm a grown man, dog. I don't play with people like that. I don't play with little boys. I ain't got no little boys as my friend. My sons ain't my friend. You a little boy, let me see if you want to go play football with my son in the yard. I don't do that. You understand? We don't make jokes about each other and crack jokes and Jones and all that. Man, we ain't no goofy nerd type dudes. We don't do none of that. So if that's the type of thing, you know what I'm saying? If you realize that somebody else coming, if we're in a room and somebody else walk in and say, yeah, man, I heard you such and such, and then they repeat something I told you in confidence. What? These are the type of things we're looking for. We ain't worried about the butt of somebody, Joe. We worried about somebody, man, that's going, sharing things you told them in confidence. It's not that they're not your friend. They're not anybody's friend. So this ain't about someone not being your friend. Some people are nobody's friend. They're not even their own friend. Some people you can't trust, man. Some people you shouldn't have around you. And whether we talking about friends, associates, homeboys, partners, whatever we talking about, whatever you want to call them, some of these people that are around you, man, they should have never been around you in the first place. All right, man. Let me go fix this, man. This thing called the King Ray Ray Show, man. Without everything we talk about over here, man. Hey, listen, man, I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. If you don't hear me use profanity on this show, man, don't use profanity in my comments, man. We grown, man, acting like we can't talk, man, without, without using words that have no meaning. All right, let's get back into it. So here's what y'all got to understand, man. And a lot of time, think about this, man. Think about this. Most men fall out over money or women, right? But who's falling out? Who's falling out? When you look at Alpo, Rich, and AZ, come on, man. We know a grimy dude like Alpo ain't friends with nobody. We know that. We know grimy dudes like that. They not friends with anyone. They're all about what they can do for themselves. All about what they can do for themselves. And when you think about it, the majority of people around you are only about what they can do for themselves. The majority of people around you are only about what they can do for themselves. Now, if they could do something that benefits you while they're benefiting themselves, cool. But you have to have the discernment to know the people around you who really want to see you win. Man, let me tell you something, man. Me and my partners, man, just out of the blue sometime, man, we just tell each other, hey, dog, man, I appreciate you for rocking with me, dog. Just man, well, listen, we all good. I mean, we all get to it. No, we all building a legacy, man. We all doing all the things we want to do. We all on the same page when it comes to the Most High. But sometime, man, out the blue, man, we just dap each other up, man. And say, hey, bro, man, hey, man, I appreciate you messing with me, dog. I appreciate you rocking with me, man. You ain't have to do it, dog. I appreciate you rocking with me because we know how valuable friendship is. Now I ain't saying I ain't saying you got to be a bunch of friendly guys who always agree on everything. No, we don't agree on everything. But even when we don't agree, we have discussions about things. It could be things that's going on in the world. It could be something about business. It could be something about the word. You know what I'm saying? There ain't never no debate. There's discussions. And I'm gonna be honest with you. In those scenarios, a lot of times, almost every time, everyone's eyes is open to something new. Everyone's mind is open to something new. But you know what that is? That's respect. Grown men don't argue. I see dudes, man, they sitting arguing about a game. Man, you know some of these dudes, man, they done got so mad that they done fought over football or they done fought over politics. Man, come on, bro. Fighting over what? Fighting over what? You gotta remember this, man. One of the main things that we do is we believe friendship means putting yourself secondary to someone else's importance. Sacrificing yourself for someone else. That's not what friendship is. That's what a man does for his family. That's what a woman does for her family. Sacrificing yourself for the benefit of someone else is not even something that true friends expect of one another because we understand there are people relying on me. There are people relying on you. When you compromise yourself, sacrifice yourself for me, you're doing a disservice to your own family. We respect manhood. That's the thing. We respect what it means to be a man. All I expect from my partners is to be men. All they expect from me is to be men. You understand? We don't sell each other no lies. We don't feed each other no bull. We don't do none of that. What we do is we keep it honorable and we keep it honest with one another. If I can do it, I'm going to do it. If I can't do it, I ain't going to do it. If I say for sure, definitely I'm going to do it, then I'm going to do it. If we supposed to link up and then if one of us get held up or whatever, if it get too late, man, listen, if it get to a certain time of night and I ain't gonna make it, I already know. I just shoot my partner a text. I already know not to call him because if his phone ring, I might wake him up. Wait, he might be in the bed with his old lady, man. It might be a storm, man. That his little girl might be in the bed with them because she's scared of the storm, and I might wake everybody up. You know what I mean? Because you got to be aware of people's habits. At a certain time of night, same thing. Certain time of night, man, my partners already know, man. If we supposed to link up and they get held and say, all right, we supposed to link up and do something, and it's like, all right, man, well, just hit me up when you get through. And or they may tell me, man, just hit me up when you show over. Okay, well, last night, man, I did a show over 2 hours. Normally it's an hour. I did a show over 2 hours. It was that they already knew that at a certain time of night, it ain't gonna happen. The same thing with them because you know what? I respect their boundaries. They respect my boundaries, and we understand each other's movements and how we schedule things. They already know the early bird get the worm, so everybody know I'm up early. If you got something going on early, hit me up. We ready. Like if somebody, hey, bro, hey man, I need to move this such and such, man, but I need to get it done at 7 a.m. I be like, cool, man. I'd be up at 5 anyway. But one of the other partners, that boy don't get up to 10. But that boy be up 2 o'clock in the morning. He don't get up to 10 though. So we already know ain't no need to try to get him to do nothing at 7. And we wouldn't. We wouldn't try to get him to do nothing at 7 out of respect for his schedule and for his need to take care of himself. There is no selfishness in friendship, dog. There is no selfishness. Somebody who at the moment you feel like somebody trying to use you, come on, man, there is no selfishness, man. There is no selfishness. Man, listen, bro. I sell tips on camera, how to set up your camera, how to use this, how to upload videos, how to do all that. I sell that stuff. Man, one of my partners, man, asked me about that, bro. It ain't no question they can ever ask me. I won't get. I give them game that I sell. The game is to be sold, not told, except for people who give you free game as well. I tell you a funny story, man. My partner Mississippi Gino, man. You know, he lime a beer, man. Been ain't nobody put no raise on me, man, with me and him for 20 years. And so man, I said, so I booked him. I booked him on the site. I ain't never booked him. I just always hit him up and say, "Hey G, what time can you get me in, dog?" And he let me know. I fall through. But um man, when so I was down here, man, and my son needed a cut. So I hit him up. I booked it on the site. It was one of his busy days. I realized that the price that my price different. You know what I'm saying? I ain't realized that. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, I've been undercutting my boy all the time. So last time he lined me up, I was like, dog, what I owe you, man? I realized, man, you got a different price on the site. He was like, shit, dog, your price is your price. But you see me, I'm like, hold up, dog. Hey, man, what I owe you, man, dog? You been letting me underpay? You like, nah, bro, your price is your price. That's just how. That's what it's about, dog. It's just about it. Money don't come into friendship. You know what I'm saying? Money don't come into friendship unless we talking business. Otherwise, money don't come into friendship, dog. Man, it's rare to come across people who stand on the same principles you stand on. All of listen, man, the people I call friends, we're friends on a spiritual basis. We became friends because we're in the truth of the Most High, of the laws of the children of Israel. We're in the truth. So everything for me has a spiritual foundation. And those people are very hard to come by. You understand me? Very hard to come by. Because, bro, we can't even sit down at the table and break bread together if you eat pork. I eat, even if you're not eating pork while you right there with me, dog. I don't want to sit at the table, man, break bread with you, man. You got a belly full of pork from this morning. I don't want to do it, bro. I don't congregate with eaters of swine's flesh. You know what I'm saying? I don't congregate with eaters of animals out of the sea that don't have fins and scales. Somebody asked me about that in a comment. Yes, fish is considered seafood, but seafood that you can't eat is anything in the sea that doesn't have fins and scales. You got to have both now, so you can't eat catfish, things like that. They got fins but no scales. So that's where that comes from. But I say, bro, man, if this how it is, man, bro, man, you can't come to my crib and kick it with me on the Sabbath day, bro. You need to have you need to be at home. You need to be at home. That's where you should be. Right on the Sabbath, you need to be at home. Dog, what you doing over here? Go home. I go somewhere else. But I don't have those issues. You understand? Because Friday evening at sundown, man, me and my partners go incognito. We gone. And that's what it's based on, dog. It's based on understanding that anyone who is not led by their spirit, man, can change up on you immediately. It's rare that a man gonna change up on his spirit, man, change up on you completely. I ain't saying we perfect. You might slip. I mean, we can be perfect, but most of us aren't. But we could be. I'm just saying to you, be aware of the people that you allow into your life because most people will work for years and years and years to convince you that they have your back, to convince you that they're trustworthy, to convince you that they want to be what you think they are in your life, only to take the first opportunity that they have to show you that they've been plotting on you this whole time. They've been plotting on you this whole time. It's kind of like the way divorce goes. A woman will be with you and plot on you for 20 years, the whole time planning, waiting on the exit strategy, waiting for that money to get up to a certain point. Then the exit strategy is laid out so smoothly and so coldly. She in and out, man, before you even know. Listen, she already set up in her new spot with the new dude in the new car and the new everything, the new job in the new city by the time you get the divorce papers. You understand me? And what do they say? What do they always say? I want my husband to be my best friend. Friends. Y'all supposed to be friends, right? Come on, bruh. You have to be so prepared to watch people like a hawk. People tell you all the time, you see me in the room, man, I'm constantly scanning the room. Even in the room, people I know, man, I'm just scanning the room. I'm scanning the room, man, until I get a chance to look at everybody, to look at everybody's eyes. I need to look at everybody's eyes. Not to just see if they're looking at me sideways, but I need to see if you're looking at one of my partners sideways too. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people, man. I've seen my partners, man, win things and get accolades for things, man. And then somebody that's around all the time, man, sitting there like this. Sitting there like that, bro. And most times, I think anyway that I'm the only one watching. I'm the only one with my eyes peeled. I'm the only one with my eyes on people to see what their energy is. Man, I believe in energy, bro. Energy connections are the only ones that matter. Energy connections are the only ones that matter. And we don't have an energy connection, bro. We don't have no connection. That goes for anybody. You know what I'm saying? That goes for friends. That goes for women I'm in a relationship with. That goes for anybody. That goes for, man, business partners, anybody. If we don't have an energy connection, bro, I ain't rocking with you. I can't rock with you. It's impossible. I don't want to rock with you. And I say this to y'all, man. You have to use your wisdom, understanding, and knowledge as a shield and buckler to protect yourself. You have to use your wisdom as a sword to protect yourself. You have to be willing to cut off connections with people. You understand? Immediately. You got to work on your sword work. Get you one of them butterfly knives or something. You got to be able to cut people off immediately, because at the very moment you realize that there's an enemy in your midst, you got to think about this. They've been in your midst. So if you let them stay in it longer, there may be some things they could actuate or actualize that they've already been setting up. You got to cut off all ties so they don't even have any plugs in anymore. And a lot of times we don't do that because we as men, we want to take care of the people that we trust. We want to take care of the people that look out for us, right? And so you look at all of this person's small, slight actions. Well, I look at it the way God look at us. For all the good you did, the moment you start doing evil, then all your good don't count no more. In the same way, the moment you start doing good, all your evil don't count no more. I mean, I've ended up doing business and making a lot of money with some people, man, that who we were enemies before. But we were enemies for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And so I look back on it and I say we weren't enemies, we just weren't friends. I'll never source a friend from a pool of enemies. Now, if you're in the gray area, it's possible I'll source a friend from the gray area. If we find some common ground to connect on spiritually and we could create some business, man, hey, man, cool. But I just believe like this. It's really, really difficult to create a true and lasting bond of brotherhood with someone in this society that you haven't created revenue with. Because most people in this society, most men, they have a respect for someone who has helped them take care of their families. You know what I mean? If I have helped you create revenue that helps you leave a legacy, take care of your children, take care of your children's children, and all of those things, yes, there's a mutual respect there. But to have that same respect with someone you haven't created business with, you're only probably going to get one of those throughout your life. You know what I'm saying? Yes, there's a bunch of people that know each other and all of that, man. But even if you see 4 or 5 guys that say once a year or twice a year they get together for certain occasions, and they just done it historically. Every year they get together for those occasions. Only 2 of those guys. If you pick one of those dudes out, there's only one person in that group that he talks to regularly. They all chop it up sometime. But 2 of those guys are they're brothers. You know what I'm saying? 2 of those guys are brothers. And you just have to think about that, bro. I'm not saying you can't have more than one friend, but you can only have one brother. And I'm not talking about your blood brother. I'm talking about out of all the people you'll ever meet, you're only going to have one brother. You got to be on TV to have the 2 brothers. You understand? But even on TV, you look at the movie The Wood. Yeah, Mike came along later and they all end up being friends, but Slim and Rowe was still tighter than Mike. They invited Mike in as the third, and Mike he had some superiority and seniority because he had a more level head than them. But when you think about it, those 2 guys had already been friends growing up together. You can't come in and compete with that. You can come in and be the third, and they can be tight with you and all that like that. But the bottom line is, those 2 guys are going to be tighter. And that's just what the reality of it is, man. Like, that's it. You can't. That's why when you around here and you're too all right, you know what too all right mean? Somebody that's cool with everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean now. It depends. It depends on what your reach has been. Because I got a partner who's had phenomenal reach over the past, but he's an OG. He's had phenomenal reach, influenced numerous lives. And so it's not that he's all right. There's so many people that have respect for him. What I do on this level, he's done it on the street level. So touching all these lives, reaching out to all these people, giving all this information, having all these people who say, okay, man, BOA did this, man. Okay, man, BOA showed me this, man. Okay, King Ray Ray did this, man. King Ray Ray showed me this. I got a partner who's done that on the street level. And so as many people as we may go somewhere, as many people who know me from here, it might be the same amount of people that know him from there and run up on both of us. And now we got a circle of people around us trying to talk to us. But it's rare. He the only partner I got like that. And the crazy thing is, God puts you where you're supposed to be to link in with like-minded people. God puts you where you're supposed to be to link in with like-minded people. So if you don't have anybody around you that's like-minded, you need to be trying to see where God wants you to go. Because he don't want you to just travel this whole journey of life by yourself. God didn't put us here to do that. Moses went in the mountain with the Most High all them days. But then he came back down and led the people. Nobody's been alone, though. Nobody's been alone. So the God didn't put us here to just tear the whole journey of life alone. You got to go where the people are who are going to fit into your life in the way that you can fit into theirs. That's the thing. The way I fit into somebody's life, the influence I bring to somebody's life, the energy I bring to somebody's life, you can only be at a certain level in my life if you can feed me the same type of energy back. You got to be able to feed me the same type of energy back. You must. If you can't do that, then you must move back. And I want y'all to understand that you have to govern your life just like that. You have to work on your life just like that. Never get too comfortable where you're not aware of who's in your space. Never stop being cautiously aware of what people's intentions are. Never believe that you're so above reproach that there's not somebody around you that's plotting on you. And so you just live too carefree. You just move too easily. You can't even pay attention to somebody that's being wishy-washy with you. You don't even know. You just there. And then you realize why you somewhere tied up with a bag on your head, and then somebody who you know is talking to you like they want to do something to you unless you pay them some money. A lot of times, brothers, I'm telling you, you think about how setup chicks work. Setup chicks work because guys trust too many people. You can't be a trusting person. You can only trust those who have proven themselves trustworthy. How do you have people around you who aren't trustworthy? Listen, brothers. There's a code to access the main door. Then there's another code to access the front door. There's also a locked gate. There's only one person in the world who has those codes. That I've given to. I want y'all to think about that. That's how cautious and careful I have to be. For me to be comfortable, I got to be that cautious. I got to be that careful. So it's going to be hard for an enemy to come around me. Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to tell y'all like this. If you in ATL and you want to go BOA, you got to go. You got to hit up my cousin Rock. That's who you hit. Ain't nobody else in ATL you can hit up to get in touch with me. If you in Connecticut or New York area, you got to holler at the Savo brothers. That's the only way you're going to link up with me. Ain't nobody else up there can link you in with me. Them the only guys who can link you in with me. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be Kev, Rock, or Mark. That's it. Nobody else going to link you in with me. If you in Houston, H-Town, GMB, the only one that can link you in with me. It don't matter who else you. It don't matter who y'all. Man, listen, I had neighbors who live down here next door to me who moved to Houston. They can't even link you in with me. If you in Houston, only one can link you in with me is GMB. If you in the Bay Area, you in the Bay Area, only one can link you in with me is Afi. If you in the Bay Area and you need to link OBOA, Afi Kingdom, the only one can link you up with me. Ain't nobody else. Ain't nobody else. I'm talking about call me. Hit me up and say, hey, bro, I got somebody that want to link up with you. Now, there's people, if you in New York and if you in upper New York where it's cold, if you where it's super cold at, and you holler at SJ3, yeah, SJ3 will link you in with me. SJ3, hey, BOA, man, I got somebody that wanna do a interview with you up here, man. Blah blah. Yes, there's people who can get in touch with me, but I mean people who can hit me up, shoot me a text right quick. You know what I'm saying? Those people, man, like, bruh, I mean, and it's like that everywhere else. It's like that in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? I got a cousin in Detroit. She the only one that can link me with you in Detroit. That's it. Ain't nobody else. You know what I'm saying? In Miami, Teflon the only one. If you in Miami, you need link OBOA. Teflon the only one can do it. There ain't nobody else. That's it. That's just all it is. If you in the Jackson area, Mississippi Gino, the only one can get in touch with me. Can't nobody else hit me up. Can't nobody say, hey, man, hey, what up, Doc? Can't nobody else do that. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how it is. That's just the way it's got to be. Now, I don't be everywhere, so I can't tell you everybody in every city that can, but that's it. That's all I'm saying, dog. Now, of course, Famo can hit me up, or Markel can email me or hit me up on IG or something. I'm talking about on the phone. You know, the phone is the most personal thing that you can have right now. You know, I realize that from talking to young chicks, man, young chicks, they don't get they're about IG. That's the first thing they'll ask you. They ask you for your IG. That's when I knew, man. That's when I knew I had aged out of that. Listen, man. Hey, when people start wanting to share their IG, not their phone number, dog, I was like, oh, man, yep. I aged out of that right there, man. So for me, man, the super young tenders, man, it's just something about that, man. I'd be like, man, that girl too young for me. I'm like, nah, baby girl, I ain't got no IG. And that be it. So, but anyway, man, you have to understand, man, that you have to make sure that people value you the way you value you. And if they don't, it's not because they don't see it, it's because they don't want to accept it. You know, it's man, listen, it takes a humble spirit to be able to accept their position in your life. Because their position is always going to be inferior to yours. And so you have people around, their goal is to get you to the point where you sacrifice yourself for them. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. You try to treat me like I'm your girl, man. Man, bro, something about to happen to you, man. I ain't your old lady. What you talking about? But that's how it is, man. You know what I'm saying? You got guys out here, man, you know, going to prison for each other. Man, I'm not finna do nobody time, dog. If you did something, bro, it ain't got nothing to do with me. Man, I wish I would even consider doing your time. You do what you want to do and say what you want to say. But if you, man, I ain't finna do nobody time. None. You know what I'm saying? If it come down to me doing your time and you doing your time, hey, man, you better tell them folks you did it, man, because I am. Before I go do your time, man, I'm gonna tell them folks you did it. I ain't doing that. I wasn't in no criminal activity with you. I ain't snitching on you. I wasn't in no criminal activity with you. I ain't finna do nobody time. Ain't no hood rule nowhere finna govern me doing something by the time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I'm involved in it, you can't get me to say nothing. Man, I'm gonna take my time to the wall. Let's go. Man, stop asking me and go on, send me on back to my cell, man, so I can go and get ready to go to court, try to make bail, man. Leave me alone. Don't ask me nothing else. But if you call me in, man, tell me, hey, man, Street say you did this, man, and you know, we talked to such and such, man, and he said he don't know, man, if he did it or not. And I was like, what? Okay, all right, nah, bro. But see, I say that as a joke, it's hypothetical, because if you're not involved in the activity, they're not gonna call you in and try to blame you for it. You know what I mean? But I say that hypothetically, I'm not finna do nobody time for that. I'm gonna do my time. If I'm involved in it, whatever time I get is my time. I'm not finna tell on you to get my time cut. But if I'm not involved in it, I'm not finna do nobody time. I ain't got that type. Man, listen, bruh. I wish I would. Do you know how God will frown on me for doing something at the time, bruh? Come on, man. Come on. I am not a crash dummy. You understand? But that's what the crash dummies do. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. I got a couple super chats in here, man. Um, Antonio Jones, appreciate it, bro. My bad, bro, for the profanity word. I got so fired up. It's yeah. No doubt, bro. No doubt. No doubt. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. SJ3, my brother. Salute to you, man. Salute King Ray Ray, the realest of the real, man. Salute to you, bro, man. Always coming through, man. Repping, man. Salute to you, bro. Ram the Don. What up, man? Appreciate you being a giant pair character. All right, that's a super sticker. Salute, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Makel, appreciate you, man. Even though I'm at work, I'm still tuning in. Salute to you, man. Keep grinding, young brother. Keep grinding. All right, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all in here too long, man. Got to get ready to get on out of here, man. My cleaning lady about to show up, man, in about 30 minutes, man. So I at least try to give him a little office area cleaned up, man, before she get in here. So she won't have to move too much stuff, man. Be putting stuff. I can't even find it. But yeah, man, listen, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Rainy Woman, appreciate you coming on in too. Hey, everybody else, man. Hey, man, y'all have a blast today, man. We gonna get back in here, man. Y'all see King Ray Ray back in the joint tomorrow, man. Can you say consistency? It's discipline, man. I did a show on discipline yesterday. Only reason I ain't doing King Ray Ray every day, man, because of discipline, dog. It ain't nothing for me to come in here and do this, man. I ain't gonna say it ain't nothing, but you know what I'm saying? It don't take, it's effortless, man. This is what I was born to do. Like, how I'm not gonna just come and get y'all this word, man. How I'm not gonna do this. Do what God put me here to do, man. It's lack of discipline, dog. And I own that. I own that and say, hey, man, I have not been disciplined with this platform, dog. You know what I'm saying? And this is the platform. Like, this is the platform. BOA is cool, man. It's very, very cool. But this is the platform. You know what I'm saying? It's the platform, man. And so, man, I'm thinking about, man, just changing this thing, man, to I'm thinking about changing this whole thing, man, to just my name, dog. Take the King Ray Ray. Cause man, King Ray Ray, man, that's about the Pookie and Ray Ray thing, man. Difference between Pookie and Ray Ray is Pookie. You look at Pookie was on New Jack City. He was a fiend. Ray Ray was on South Central. He was a boss. So that's the difference between Pookie and Ray Ray are not the same person. And so I just said, man, King Ray Ray. But honestly, man, it's time to elevate from any street references, man, with this, man, and elevate this thing to a spiritual level, man, and just be myself on this thing, man, because my name ain't Ray Ray. I mean, I am a king, but my my West Indian name, man, is Kesatafari Kari, which means firstborn king, writer, and reciter. And that's what we're gonna start going with. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna start going with that. That's it. We're gonna roll with it. So in the next couple of days, man, y'all will see a name change. Don't be alarmed. That's the only thing that's gonna change. Maybe the channel header will change too, but not a lot of things are gonna change, man. So y'all just go with that, man. We gonna retool the whole thing, man, because we're gonna get really consistent on this thing, man. And we gonna rock with it. You understand? So let's get ready to do it, man. I appreciate y'all being in the joint, man. Let's go ahead and get ready to slide on out of here, man. Look, y'all can put God first. Keep grinding, keep growing, and introducing the new, and disciplined Case Atafara Kari, formerly known as King Ray Ray Morning Show. And I appreciate y'all for joining me this morning. Peace.